Nico Sharon Abiola, also known as Nurse Nico, was arrested again in Florida. She was accused of using more than 20 different fake names to work as a nurse in a multiple states. This clip you're about to watch is an excerpt where Trooper Gagligadi outlined 20 different aliases used by the so-called nurse and also the fake licenses that she used. Please see the full clip now.
The investigation showcased Womack was using the identification and nursing certifications from 4 different confirmed nurses from southern states. And that ranges all the way from Georgia to Connecticut. The search warrant of the vehicle showcased multiple forms of ID, a lot of medical records were in the car, and a bunch of prescription medications that were attached to residents in healthcare homes or nursing home facilities. Womack obtained employment through staffing agencies, and even through that point was able to create her own host agency. So she was picking up the phone and transferring those employment jobs and careers to herself.
This is a vile act, or acts, I should say, not only taking advantage of older citizens in this Commonwealth, but them not receiving the care that they need, nor the medication that they need because of someone that puts themselves in this position to defraud them.
That was Trooper Gagliardi's official statement, confirming 20 different aliases, forged nursing credentials, and even work across multiple states in America. But this story goes deeper than just using the fake names. Up next, we'll show you how she secured these jobs and why elderly patients were put at risk. What will you do if the nurse caring for your loved one wasn't a real nurse? A 39-year-old woman is now at the center of a shocking criminal investigation. She is accused of using fake identity, forged documents, and even a web of lies. She was using all this to work at a healthcare facility across Pennsylvania in the United States. The name of this person in question is Sharon Nico Abiola. That is her name. Or at least that's one of the names she used. According to the police, this woman went by at least 10 different aliases that she used in siphoning people around Pennsylvania and had a kind of 7 different types of social security numbers. Abiola was allegedly posed as a registered nurse, also as a licensed practical nurse, even a nurse supervisor. And the most alarming part is that she might have stolen more than just people's trust. This is the story of deception, danger, and a trial that stretches across multiple states in America. How did they manage to arrest Abiola? It all started to unravel in April of this year when Pennsylvania State Trooper, that is the police, when they pulled one Mercedes-Benz over to search because she was overspeeding. Inside the car was Sharon Nico Abiola, this woman in question. She handed over her ID card straight, jeje, but something didn't feel right, when she delivered the ID card and even the driver license to the police, to the sheriff. And as the trooper looked deeper into the driver's license through their computer in the car, they uncovered a twisted web of fraud on that name and also on that social security number that was found on her ID. The trooper even said that the ID was fake, and discovering this was just the beginning. Pennsylvania authorities linked Miss Abiola to 20 different aliases, more than 7 or 8 social security numbers that they found in the Riberegbe of Abiola. They said all these fake names and all the social security number was allegedly used to manipulate the hiring system at nursing home and also at rehab centers in Pennsylvania area. Among the names that she reportedly used to mago the whole thing is Sharon Nico Parham, Sharon Nico Armstrong, Sharon Nico Abiola, Sharon Grimes, Shannon Lawson, and several more. Investigators, they believe that Abiola's scheme began around 2020. That was when she started doing all those mago things, and that she may have extended across multiple eastern coast states in America. She was also allegedly used fake names, fraudulent documents to apply for jobs through staffing agencies. And in some cases, she even created a fake company, which being a limited liability company, or the one we say they call LLC. to back up her story. Because having a limited liability company, by the time she now visited the agency there, then she will use that one also to back up her company. So they will think probably she's running a legit company, a legit business. And with this, she will use it to deceive the agency that will give her a job. The Pennsylvania authority, they even said that she worked briefly at a multiple healthcare facilities in America. But she didn't stay long at all. Why didn't she stay long anytime she goes there to work? Only God knows. Because this Abiola woman in question, she wasn't just collecting paychecks. Not at all. She has got a mission. According to the police, during the investigation, they said that Abiola also stole prescription medication from the facility she worked at. Any facilities that she entered like this, when toxin won't work, now prescribed medication, now in go there, go steal allegedly there. And these medications are the ones that have a kind of high value in the pharmaceutical industry. Drugs that are often used to treat serious or chronic illness. Those are her target medication that she always pick. And the motive is still unclear. They don't know the motive. The Pennsylvania police, the investigators, they still don't know the motive why she engaged herself in this type of shenanigans. But the investigators, they believe it wasn't just about money. Not at all. When they look at the whole thing, they think, well, is it about money? No, not at all. The Pennsylvania authority said it may have been about access to control medications and also about personal informations that made her to dig a hand in this act. In a statement, a spokesperson from the Pennsylvania State Police in court said the case now particularly a notable one. He said not just because of the scale, but because of the potential risk to patients. And here's what they said all about this woman's case. This case spans in multiple states along the eastern coast in America. It even suggests a kind of broader scope than initial anticipated. The police said as court proceedings unfold, we may gain further insight into the underlying motive, because they still never know the motive behind this woman, Abiola. But even before that, we are seeing a kind of disturbing pattern of medication theft and identity fraud here. The authority also noted what stands out here is not the only financial aspect of it. It also includes the payment for services. But the involvement of high value of pharmaceutical materials, which appear to be a significant link in this investigation. Abiola now faces a long list of charges, including forgery, identity theft, procurement fraud, unlawful use of a computer, theft by unlawful taking, endangering the welfare of care, and several other related offenses. The Pennsylvania State Police, along with the Department of Health, also with the Department of State, and even the multiple district attorney, are now urging healthcare providers across the state to review their employment records. They ask them to search for any trace of Ms. Abiola Womack or even any of the alias we say in the use to do magu in the care industry. They've all launched a multi-agency investigation to find out how many facilities she worked at, what medications were stolen, and whether patients were put at risk. Now, here's the question. How did she get away with it for so long? Was this just a case of broken system and paperwork loopholes, or something much more deeper? Let us know what you think in the comments. Have you ever seen something suspicious at a hospital or care home? And do you believe that there should be a kind of stricter check for healthcare staff? If this case should happen in Nigeria, is it possible for the Nigerian authority to dictate this type of fake nurse in Nigeria? We've got a lot of fake nurse and fake doctors and there in Nigeria, still practicing, still endanger people's life, but still the law never catch up with them. There's going to be a big example for some people who are using fake name and fake certificate as a nurse or as a doctor in Nigeria. If you find this story alarming or eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to African Black Gold TV. Join our WhatsApp group with the link below. This is African Black Gold TV, where we tell the stories the headlines ignore.